Welcome back to the farm, guys. We're not at good luck today. We're a few miles from the home farm, but we're rolling some second cut hay here, and some pretty nice stuff. It's orchard grass and clover and Johnson grass. We actually got it worked out. The orchard grass was a pretty good size, and the Johnson grass wasn't too mature, so it's going to be some pretty good feed, or at least here in this one field. You'll have to ignore my dirty windows, but I mean, you can look. That's some pretty good windrows for second cutting, in my opinion anyway. Especially considering that this little field here was just reseeded last fall. Just drive till it beeps and make sure the twine starts, and just sit here and watch it run. In my opinion, I think it'd be awful nice to have a roller with net wrap on it, because I could have been on the way again with net wrap, in place of sitting here watching this twine run. I got that first little field roll. It's hard to show anything out of this tractor. There's too many cab posts and whatnot. But there's like 6 acres over there altogether. It made 19 rolls, so I guess that ain't terrible. But this field we're in here now ain't near as thick or got the quality that other field had. I was aiming to work this field here up this fall and reseed it clover and orchard grass, but I'm about made my mind up now that I don't want to go through the trouble of working it up, because you always end up having to disc it 6 or 7 times to get it worked up and then level back out good. So I believe I may just go with burning it down with Roundup, just no-tilling grass back in here. Try my luck at that. I kind of have mixed feelings on the no-till drills, because I don't know, it seems like there's no middle ground with them. I either get a really good stand, or I can just get none at all. Where it seems like when I work the ground and actually, sow the grass, that I have a lot better end result, but there's a whole lot more time and money put into working the ground. So we're on to the next field now, which really this is all just one big field. 70 acres worth. We just busted up different little pieces because it works out better that way. But as you can see, it's a whole lot thinner, smaller windrows. And I've got one more little 5-acre piece over there that'll probably kick out some rolls, but the rest of it's gonna be pretty thin. Well, we've had some kind of technical problem. The pickup stopped up for some reason, and I don't know why. I just barely got a roll started. There ain't no sticks or nothing in it like usual, so I just got lucky and raised the tailgate and it spit it out. So at least I didn't have to dig it all out. Well, get back in here and try it again. Now here we go. We'll see if it'll take it this time. I don't know what happened. I just thought when it stopped, going up the side of that little pond there, I might have picked up a limb or something that happens time to time and jammed up in there. There wasn't no big green wad. I don't know. Just the way it goes sometimes. I don't know what we got going on now. It's doing the same thing again, except it's empty. I just dumped that roll over there, and now the pickup will turn, but the belts won't, and it's just slipping the clutch. So I guess we'll raise the tailgate, get out and see what's going on. And right here's our problem. It's piled this hay up on top of the belts there, and then it's stuffed it up in here too. You can see it's trying to cross the belts. I don't know why this darn roller does that every once in a while, but usually it piles it up back there, but it may have just slipped up here where I opened the tailgate. But we'll clean this out, see if she'll turn then. It's piled it up in there good. I'm gonna have to let the tailgate down a little bit, try to get a little slack on them belts, and maybe then I can pull it out, because it's piled a whole bunch more in there than I thought it had. You can see right here how this belt's pushed out. It's got a great big old wad in there. And I may have to take the tension completely off a belt so I can slide this one over to get that mess out of there. But I mean, look at that. It has just absolutely piled it in there. I mean, just wad after wad. There's a big old chunk. The worst part is it's done it over on that side too. Well, I got it all pulled out. It was a pretty good wad, but hopefully that was the problem. I reckon that's what it was. It's a running fine now. I don't know, every once in a while this thing just decides to pile hay up in itself like that. Mainly always this short hay. I guess it just piled it in there and got tight. Put too much pressure on its belts, and it couldn't start them back to turning after I dumped it roll. So either way, maybe it won't happen again this afternoon. Well guys, it's after 7 o'clock and I got 2 windrows left here. More than I can get rolled tonight, so I think we're gonna call it quits. So I'm gonna end this in here. If y'all watched this far, I appreciate it. Thank y'all for watching. We'll see y'all on the next one.